morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. The time is 9:01 a.m. and you are listening to and watching Good Morning, Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. As promised, from our time at Waldo, we have a special guest this morning. Live and direct in the studio is the one and only AMB Dirk Money. How you feeling, brother?
Feeling good.
Good to see
Glad
you, man.
To be here.
Good to see you. Good to see you. We got a lot to talk about. Definitely going to give props to Chicago and
shout out Chicago.
Yep, and everything that you are doing. But before we get any further, man, how you feeling today, brother? How you feeling?
Feeling good. Feeling good though. Feeling blessed.
Okay.
Thankful. I'm alive and I'm alive.
Right. You've been doing a lot. So you and I met at Waldo Middle School for their career day. Right, for their career day event. And like I said before the cameras came on, I thought that you had just been contacted to come out there talk to the kids, but you actually, went to Waldo, so that was a good coming home for you.
Yeah, for sure.
The people really loved you too up in there. I saw the videos from the class and everything.
Cause they they know I come from there.
Right.
So they was relatable to like me telling my story of me walking the hallways and me actually like having the same similar teachers and made it through there.
Right. So how would you describe what you do? Artist, entertainer, entrepreneur, musician? What else?
All of them. All
the
that
above?
you name.
Okay.
Entrepreneur, definitely artist, and entertainer.
Okay. You got a few tracks too as well that I really want to talk about. One of them is More Life. But I also see that More Life is also like a hashtag. That's like a movement. That's a movement. That's a movement. Yeah. Talk about that. How did that start? Where does that come from?
From the heart. See, one day I could say I jumped off the porch as far as like taking my life serious.
Okay.
I went out there and taking risks. It was like I wanted to stand for something, and that was from the heart. And AMB More Life was created, as far as like a brand.
Okay.
Of like a nonprofit organization. Like that was my long-term goal of this. Like artists came from just when my brother went to jail. Mm-hmm. He was an artist before me, and I was like, I only got one blood brother.
Okay.
So it's like I picked up his phone, and I remember like going through his all his writings, and I remember like, man, trying it just for the first time, just coding in a way of like having him here with me. Okay. And then I end up like getting good at it and falling in love, and then it started becoming like something.
Okay. So before that, you hadn't written, didn't even think about it?
I was a ball player. Like,
okay.
NBA was on my radar, so.
Okay.
But it was just, the situation with my brother, so that's what made it start, kicked everything off, and then now I'm just doing a lot with it.
Seems like it was the right choice.
Seems like it.
Okay. Yeah, it seems natural.
For sure.
Okay. You still play ball?
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Sure.
Tell me about For Life.
For Life, it's crazy I'm talking about this right now. For Life is really just a song about a relationship I had, and it was just like my first time experiencing my adult relationship, and it was like things I experienced for the first time, me and that person, and we just gave each other the opportunity to learn and grow.
Okay.
Like move, fast forward. It taught me a lot of maturity as a man in an adult relationship. We did things that adulty, as far as getting our own crib and, all that type of stuff. I ain't never did that with somebody. So it was just an experience that I went through with despite however it played out or what happened. It was just an experience for me. So I just wanted to get on the track and show maturity to the world, like how you go about things. Like even though if a person rubs you the wrong way or, they did this to you, it still was an opportunity for me to grow because I never had that experience before. So For Life was that perfect title for me because that's going to be something I'm always going to be able to reflect on to moving forward in any relationships I get in moving forward. So I could have that experience to know like, I remember handling myself in this situation, how this results was. So.
Right.
Absolutely.
I seen you with Herbo on Insta. What's Chicago music like right now?
Chicago music is I think it's like with the Lil Durk. I want to shout out Lil Durk with this one, the album Deep Thoughts. He really like making them awareness of mental health.
Right.
And just using himself as a demonstration of it, of what he's been through. And I think just Chicago is trying to tackle that. Like execute off that, like that movement of mental health and trying to just put some positivity in the environments, in the schools, and the neighborhoods and stuff like that. So we're trying, It's one step at a time.
So it's one step at a time. Y'all trying, and there's a reason. So we go into I really want to talk about the mental health meets hip hop.
Yeah.
Okay. So with the Chicago music and the culture and everything, it sounds like it is the lyrics as they are.
Right.
But when I saw the mental health meets hip hop, the music sounded the same. It was just the lyrics was, a little bit more fitting to that. So is that the future? Are they going is some of the quote unquote negativity of what's in the lyrics, is that eventually going to fade, or what do you think is the future going to be? Because I feel like that mental health and meets hip hop thing was like not just a drop in the bucket. It was something special. I had never seen that before. So
I'm a part of it. I believe in it. Yes, it is the future. It's now, like I just spoke on with Lil Dirk with the mental health, shouting that out on his recent project. Mental health is definitely big, and we all want to make ourselves aware of it, man or woman.
Right.
So I don't feel like it's gonna fade. I think it's a movement, like I said, starting with me, myself, like everything I'm accomplishing and my story coming up, like people seeing me, make it through a lot of storms, and just my perspective on life. So you got other people coming out. It's motivating other people, inspiring other people to come. So yeah, I think it's gonna be the future, because we know the stereotype of Chicago, and we aware of it. We see it. I mean, we live through it. No difference than being out growing up in Aurora. It just takes like somebody that's close to do it, so they can see it, like to model it. And I think that was just me. I represent that. Like people who grew up with me, went to school with me, they seen me that I wasn't always like this, carry myself like this. So for me to make that change and go through the steps and model it, it's going to inspire a lot of people, for sure, just like it's doing.
Right. What did the teachers think when they saw you come back? You come into the auditorium and everything. How was that reception?
Man, it was love. I keep expressing it to my friends and people back in Chicago. Like, even when I went to East Aurora for the alumni game, it was just their first time seeing me, because they've been seeing me accomplish so much over the internet that I'm not around so much. So now for them to see me in the flesh, like, it was like I received the love for sure. Like, it was like, man, I can't even describe it now, for real. It's still love. It's still high, because to me, I reflected on so much when I was in that moment, because I know why they feeling this way.
Right.
Like, I know it, so it hit different. And it's just something I should take a moment to be proud of myself too, because I think I'm very hard on myself, being a Capricorn and also just being a man, growing up without a father and stuff like that. I just way hard on myself that I don't get caught up in the moment of what I accomplished. So like, it was a time for me to like embrace that and receive that from those who saw me come from nothing and to something. So I'm very proud of myself in that moment. I'm very happy that they, the message got received, because that's what I'm doing it for, just to demonstrate, to show them that it's more life.
Right. Yeah, I feel like unless you see somebody like you on your level doing it, you may not think that you could ever do it.
Right.
A lot of people just cast out their mind like there's no way that's gonna happen. But like, if you stay down about it, whatever you're trying to do, like it definitely can happen. Sure. I think more people need to hear that. The time is 9:09 a.m. Araya Swan, good morning to you. Rook Chesley, good morning. Great guitar player. Daniel Calderon, dear brother, and Aisha Saxon, good morning to everybody watching. The time is 9:09. You're watching Good Morning Aurora with AMB Dirk. What's next? What are you working on now? What's the music? What's the next song the fans can be ready for?
Yeah, I got a song called Truly Yours.
Okay.
It's coming out next month. Man, the message is really just more life. Everything I stand for, everything I do is definitely more life. If you understand what more life means, my music definitely gonna hit the right way. And it's understanding that it's not where you are, it's where you headed. It's understanding that, you made a bad decision, I mean, you can make a good one. It's about, seeing more than your environment. It's about seeing more than you, knowing that, the choices you make, it just affects so many people.
Right.
You know, it's all of the above with More Life. It's really a perspective thing when I say More Life. So Truly Yours is definitely a track where I'm talking about showing them more life.
Right.
Continue to demonstrate, continue to stay consistent in what I'm doing, or the message I'm trying to deliver. And, you know, this is going to be real powerful. It's always a powerful message. That's where the confidence comes from. It's not about the beat. The song is really about the message.
Right.
That's what I'm really trying to give out to the world, because I got exposed and got experienced a lot to, you know, be educated on a lot of different things. So I want to just give back in a way of that. I just letting them know.
No, you give it back, man. You really are. Tell me about Women in Business on Purpose.
Yeah, that's collab with my boy Sid and his girl Emmeline. Like I said, like-minded individuals out there pushing a movement that's bigger than them, and then supporting women in general. Just I feel like the social media causing a lot of conflict with the men and the women, to the point where, you know, women feeling independent, that we don't support them as much, or I don't know.
You feel like social media's caught like driving the conflict?
For sure. Because you're giving different perspectives, and, you know, people putting anything out there, and then people run with it, and may not be reality. But again, I learned that my reality ain't everybody's reality. So, you know, it's about just, like I said, demonstrating, pushing the movement with them, understanding that they got us behind them, supporting them.
Right.
And women powerful in their own rights too. Like, in their own world, like, it's not for a man to never understand, and a woman, you know, like vice versa.
Right.
We powerful in our own rights, and we know that only a man can recognize that from another man.
Right.
And women, they powerful in their own rights, and we just support that, and we love them.
Right.
So,
what is social media doing that's going against or maybe hurting mental health, and how can it help? If it's not helping now, how could social media be used to help? How could it be used in a good way, in a positive way?
I think it is what it is, like the good and the bad. I think we need to see the bad. I think we need to see the good. Like, in the world, we need to see both. We need to learn, like, if we see someone make a bad decision and something happen, like, people need to see, like, this what can happen. Right. Then, you know, the good is we need to spread more love and be genuine, be authentic self, but that comes with a lot of self-work, you know.
Not self-work?
Self-work.
Okay. A
lot of people have to start with themselves, like loving themselves first, and, you know, respecting themselves, and then that's when they understand and know how to love themselves to be able to know how to love others and respect others. So. Right.
The grocery grab-a-thon. Talk about that.
In Little Village, we passed out food, and just another thing, just adding value in communities that I don't come from, just to let them know that, you know, we all as one.
Yeah, you was received though. You was received quite well.
No, for sure, man. It's cause what I stand for. You know, like I said, the confidence. I come into the environments not thinking to get something out of something. It's always about, like, even this moment right here, just leading by example and demonstrating, just letting them know, like, it is a way. Because a lot of people just need to be seeing someone demonstrate it. That's really it. Like,
right.
That's all that need to be shown. So if they seeing me doing it and staying consistent with it and just how I'm embodying it, they just learning from it. So me going into Little Village in a Hispanic community, doing what I want to do. As far as, like, we giving back. We move with good intentions. Like, the message is to let them know that we care about them too.
Moving with good intentions.
As always.
Moving with good intentions. Amen. Who've been some of your biggest and best collabs so far?
Collabs. My sister, my big sister, Robin.
Okay.
On my song EP, Fighting Depression, that recently just got picked to be on No Crash Out mixtape for Chicago. My sister, Robin. And, you know, she write poems, and she express herself through poems. And for us to have, like, a joint where she was able to come on and, you know, speak her truth and let the world hear her too, that was one of the best collabs I, you know, probably gonna ever have, no matter, like, moving forward. and also my brother King Go, my other brother OT Ben. Like I said, my brother who rapping before me, got a chance to work with him. So that's them things that mean something to me. Like, you know, as far as like the, you know, celebrities you meet moving forward and everything, I ain't grow up with them. I just became friends with them. So it's the people that was right there that inspired it, the reason whys, you know what I'm saying? So King Ghost, you know, one of my best friends, and is cold, talented, came from Aurora as well, lethal with the lyrics. Grew up watching him do his thing, so collabing with him just made me better, made me sharper. Collabing with my brother, just the motivation behind it because it's my brother.
Right.
And he the reason I started. So yeah, that's why.
So your brother was proud of you when he found out you would.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was like,
like a brother should be.
For sure.
Shout out King O. Josue Pais, good morning. Tracy Duran says, it's very important to remember yourself. When you help others, it takes a lot out of you. It's great to help others, but our self is just important. That's a good statement. That's a really good statement.
Yeah.
9:16 is the time. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Which the loving yourself part, you know, like I said, everything starts with you. Everything starts within. You are the creator of the world around you. What energy you put out in the world, it comes back. So, like I said, the moving with good intentions part, you know, I wanted peace and I wanted love in my life. You know, so I know where I come from. So I'm out here putting out peace. I'm out here putting out love. So,
right. So your first EP, you say you're working on another EP now, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first EP was
1-1.
Okay.
My album.
On a Mission.
Yeah.
Was the first EP. In the making. Tell me about that track.
In the making is with like everything that I saw, like where I started from to like what I was becoming. Like,
okay.
It was like things I accomplished like in the short term, and I was like, damn, it's in the making to do something big, and it went out to be something big. Like I did a lot of big things. Like for real, I did a lot of big things in a short amount of time. 5 years, you know, did a lot of things. Just off believing in myself though.
Right.
Like really believing in myself, really taking the risks and then understanding what I stand for. Like always remember my reason why.
Right.
Like when I go into things, like I always remember my reason why. So in the making is definitely what it is. Like I was in the making, I was transitioning from another life to a whole another different life that I never knew existed. So
yep.
It was in the making.
In this little short span of time that you have been achieving, striving and rising, what do you think has been your biggest success?
Mastering how to control my emotions.
Okay.
That was my biggest success through all this, because it plays not just a part with music or the fame or with everything. It really plays a part with family, friends, relationships, problems that don't work out, plans that don't work out. So there's like a lot of things I learned in the process of accomplishing all these things and taking it to these heights. That's the biggest success really is mastering how to control my emotions. Right,
because things don't always go your way.
Right.
And the cameras do go off and then life is there. So,
right, so.
Yeah. What part of the city you from?
Like as far as, I'm from the west side of Chicago, but grew up on the east side of Aurora.
Okay. All right. Shout out out west.
And shout out out south. Shout out out south too. Shout out over east.
All of it.
Shout out south suburbs.
Yeah. Shout out Harvey, Illinois. Y'all know that.
And shout out Indiana too.
Yeah.
You know.
Luz Elena, good morning to you. Danny Calderon, happy birthday. Tracy Duran, happy birthday. Long-time listener, long-time fan. We appreciate you very much. Shout out to AMB Dirk. Let's talk about the BET Awards.
Yeah.
The BET Awards.
Yeah.
So, wait a minute. Shout out to social media, where people can follow you at. How can people find you? On
Facebook, AMB Dirk, and that's DIRK. Instagram, AMB Dirk Money, AMB DIRK MONEY.
Okay. All right. Tell me about the BET Awards. That was, I assume, your first one.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Oh man, that one of the best trips I ever went on for the weekend. Met everybody. Like it was crazy, y'all. Like even knowing how to check in, that you got to check in like hours before you enter the building. Like, like knowing that process. See, look, y'all don't know, so y'all, just
can't just show up, right?
Yeah, you can't just show up. It's definitely like that. So it's like, yeah, just walking through that process, man. Meeting everybody. Like, I'm talking about elbow reach with, your favorite celebrity. Being able to have certain conversations, you know what I'm saying, that was not recorded. Meeting everybody before the show started, you know what I'm saying? Like, remember just walking in the theater and going down there, just meeting everybody, shaking hands, talking to everybody, and just watching everything in real life. Like, it was crazy because the timing is definitely different than, being around in my, back at home. Like, as far as, like, they move on that celebrity lifestyle, they moving.
Right.
They not sitting still. So it's like everything a timing. So you watching this, like you watching this person go, like, it's like split seconds, like you watching it. It's crazy. It's crazy to watch stuff like that because, you see it on you see a lifestyle on social media, you see it on TV, but then in real life, you like, whoa. Like it's that fame, that lifestyle really come with a price, like for real. And you wanna be able to like build yourself up and be ready for that.
And on the Instagram, y'all go check out the Instagram and see, basically everybody you was rubbing shoulders with, like you said. I saw Jadakiss,
Herb, Mellow Bucks, Lotto just won Female Artist of the Year that year. Just got off stage and I met her, so that was a powerful moment to see her on stage and rock out, and then we in the lobby talking. So that I met Moneybagg Yo. I met everybody, like anybody you can name. I met them.
What's the biggest piece of advice or the best piece of advice that a celebrity or somebody up there has given you?
It was G Herbo. Me and her spent a couple days. I mean, it was BT weekend, so I was around them. I seen them a lot. It was her, 1 hour on from the crib. And, Mellow Bucks was there. We shared a moment because it was her first time and she was on the rise. So, like, it was my very own. Like, that's the one I related to, where they was just like, everything was a part of the plan. Like, you being able to come here and see this was
not an accident.
Without an accident, it was preparing you for the future.
Right.
So now I could be ready when that time comes because I got the experience already. I actually seen what it is. So that was one of the powerful like moments for me when I was talking to him to know, like, you here for a reason. Like, everybody don't get this opportunity. Everybody ain't here. Everybody ain't doing this. Like, you was able to get chose to do this and be able to have the opportunity. So I think her, and that's somebody I listen to music-wise too. So that was good to just see that in person, have that, like, experience too.
Cool brother.
For sure.
Cool brother. I watch his interviews. Good dude.
For sure.
Good brother. Tracy Duran, thank you very much for putting Dirk's Instagram in the chat. Also, follow on the YouTube channel, right? AMB Dirk Money is the YouTube channel as well?
Yeah.
That's the YouTube channel. Also, shout out to the YouTube channel. Follow and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. And listen to the music and see more of what's going on. 9:23 is the time. So, I wonder, who are you working with that you think could be the next person to blow or do good out of the city or come up and make something for themselves? Who are you mentoring right now? Who you got under your wing?
Oh man, I mentor so many kids. It's really like all of them. They all got potential, but I can't even say names because it's a lot. I mentor through middle school, through college. You know what I'm saying? With different schools, different cities. So it's a lot of students to name.
Yeah.
They all got potential. They know what they see this. They know. They know. I tell them in front of their face. Like we ain't got to be on camera. They know. They see this. They know what I'm talking about. We had them conversations and let them know. And then I'm still living the lifestyle. So I'm showing them me.
Right.
Like, I'm not just talking. I'm really doing it too. So they not alone in it, like the grind part. You know what I'm saying? Just I'm doing it too.
Right. What's the best out-of-state place you've been to so far?
L.A. I'm really juggling with L.A. and New York. I'm really juggling with L.A.
Brother
and
lit
New
up
York.
when he said L.A.
Yeah, because I like I'm a cool dude. I'm a laid back dude. I like to breeze. I like to just ride my car, listen to my old school. So I like L.A. It's just expensive, but I like the lifestyle too.
Okay. What you like about New York?
Oh man, I love everything about New York.
Okay.
Fashion. I'm big on fashion.
Okay.
The food, just the city so big, it's like you can go get lost in it. That's always fun. It's scary too, but it's always fun to just go see like the big buildings. They got big, huge buildings. Like you be like, for what?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's different sizes. It's all unique. I love just the lifestyle of New York. Fast paced, a lot of people, so a lot of conversations.
Is it like home? Is it like home?
It's definitely like home. Definitely like home. It just, you got a little tweak to it. Though.
Brittany Nicole Lott, good morning to you. Tracy Duran, thank you for putting the YouTube channel in the chat. You guys see the money, youtube.com/ at AMB Money. Please follow the YouTube page, subscribe, and shout out. So what's the next 5 years look like, brother?
More life.
Okay.
More life. 26, so next 5 years, 31.
Okay.
More music, more adventures. I'm going to Africa, South Africa, October 4th. Do community work. I'm going to Morocco at the end in December. So I'll be able to touch half of Africa by the end of the year. June 8th. I want to shout out June 8th for Greater Goods Foundation. We're doing a community event. I will be performing. June 8th at Proviso East.
Okay.
It's free.
Shout out Proviso.
Come out. It's free. It's a community event. We're going to have fun. We got games, performances, food, everything free. Just come and enjoy at Proviso East High School, a high school I graduated from in Maywood, Illinois. Shout out to them and come out. It's gonna be beautiful. It's always beautiful, and y'all know I'm coming.
Could we come through and take some videos and vlog with you that day?
Yeah, you come through. Yeah, right. I want the whole world to come through. Y'all come through the whole world, whole Aurora, whole Chicago. Y'all know, come through, man.
Yeah,
we gonna really kick it.
The people of Aurora, especially the East Side people, will appreciate that. Like you still in tune with it, man. You still come back, show love and everything. So.
I gotta lead by example.
Right.
Like you gotta lead by example. You know how you look at situations can't tell a person what you would do.
Right.
Just do it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
let them see that.
That's me. That's me right now. Just showing them when no matter how big I get, no matter lifestyle change, I'm still Juwon.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still Juwon. I'm just growing and elevating. When you get the experience and exposure, that's what it do to you.
Right.
Change your perspective and your lifestyle and everything. So that's the only thing that changed. But I'm still Juwon at heart. So yeah, I just gotta lead by example. You know what I'm saying? And show them. Because my message is I want to see more of me, not me exactly, but
Right.
I want to see more of stepping up.
Right.
Going out to their lives and going out to whatever they want for themselves.
Right.
And empowering others.
The show ends on a positive note. What's your message to the world?
Live for adversity to see the results. Embrace your struggles. Because even though it may feel bad, it's good out of it. It's prepare you for something bigger than you. So live for adversity to see the results.
Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a fantastic part one with just part one, AMB Dirk Money. As mentioned, please go follow the brother on all the social media and get ready to see more June 8th.
June 8th at Proviso East High School in Maywood, Illinois. 10 to 2. Free. Bring the kids. Kids pool. We got games. Man, everything. Everything. It's a lifestyle. We're doing it in the football field at Proviso East in Maywood, Illinois. Full. Everything free. Everything free.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you guys have a good rest of the day, a blessed rest of the day. Remember, please go follow AMB Dirk Money on all social media and get ready to see more. Your favorite Aurora news program will be in Chicago, doing many things and showing you a whole lot more. Right now, Aurora's first bilingual news program is going to begin with Jose Luis Sorozano being interviewed by Jose Torres, dear friend of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, be blessed. Take care of yourself and each other.
More life.
Feeling bullied by your bank?
Hey, I got a random overdraft fee.
You've reached our main menu. If you're disputing an overdraft fee, please press 4. Or just hang up and call back tomorrow.
Are you pretending to be a robot?
Goodbye.
Stop banking the same way expecting different results and start banking where you matter. Wintrust. Different approach, better results.
YEP gives me a lot of hope for the future, not just here locally, but as those kids go out into the world and they share their perspectives and their passions, it's going to be infectious. It's going to spread. So they're just an amazing organization that sets their partners and this community up